Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where today we'll be making a Sprinter van ladder. This ladder is going to go right over, kind of like halfway over the rear tire. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of trying to get it to where it will look nice going over the rear tire and just have two bends in it. So I got the bend around the tire to where I like it. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to adding the bends that are going to attach to the mounts that will attach to the van. And now one of the last things I will be doing is adding the steps for the ladder so you can walk up. So here I'm wrapping up the design. I'm liking how it's looking. But when I ended up building it, the customer wanted it a little narrower. So the end result isn't going to look exactly like this. So now we're moving on to cutting the steel. I went and got it from the metal store. So you just cut it down to size, and then we'll go ahead and start bending it. Alright, so now we're moving on to bending the tube. I had a little difficulty with the one side that's gonna curve and go over the tire. I ended up bending one of them the wrong way, so I ended up redoing that one. But yeah, this is the first one, and we'll go ahead and move on to the second one. This is that bend that I mentioned I messed up on. I ended up bending it the wrong way. And then here I am double checking to make sure that I'm doing it the right way on the second time. So I ended up getting it right on the second time. Okay, now we got all the tubes bent up, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to notching the steps. For all my notching, I use a Rokfab tubing notcher. I like it for the most part. It has a lot of variability, and it's super easy to use. I just have a problem with my drill coming loose and hole saw coming loose as well. Those are my only two big problems with it. Other than that, it works very good. It's very well built. Alright, so now we got all the prep work done, and now we're gonna go ahead and tack it all together. I had to cut the tacks off and retack it a few different times. So it was pretty difficult to get it perfectly lined up. Then I don't know if some of the steps were a little bit longer than others, but here I am grabbing a strap to try to bring it together so that I could tack it in. But later on when I did get it like perfect where I wanted it, I didn't actually end up using the strap to bring it in. It all fit up really good. And then like I mentioned earlier, I ended up narrowing it. So here I am measuring so that I could put a little piece in lower. And then there you can also see the bottom is not lined up, so I'm going ahead and cutting it off so that I could retack it up. And then here I'm just grinding off all the old tacks so that it's smooth and I don't have any obstructions when I'm tacking it up next. This is where a jig would be super helpful, super handy, but when you're only making one, it's not really worth it. So just gotta work with it and just keep on trying until I get it. Well, they say third time is the charm, so third time I ended up getting it right here. And it's finished product. Well, thank you for watching, and don't forget to look me up on Facebook and Instagram at Little Boots Fab. And I hope to see you back.